Good morning to all. Last class we have discussed about the SIC machine architecture. This class we are going to take care of SIC bar HC machine architecture. Now I will give the brief intro about the SIC first. Then what is SIC? Simplified Instructional Computer. This computer is the basic machine architecture using system software. This kind of architecture will be implemented in future. These are the another two architecture, the basic and break. In SIC same we are having 7 machine architecture elements. Same as usual. Number 1 memory, register, data format, instruction format, addressing mode, instruction set, then last one input output device and programming. In first we are going to learn about XC. SIC, all of you know very well about SIC, Simplified Instructional Computer. In this machine architecture, all the data formats, all the instruction sets are simplified version used by the human being in terms of computer language, zeros and ones. Here we are include one new element is called as XC. So what is XC means? Extra equipment. What is extra equipment means? We are going to include additional extra equipment to the SIC. That's why this is called as SIC bar XC. That means we are going to include additional devices to the machine architecture. Then on other words, with XC represent extra expensive. Compared to SIC, we have to spend more money to the SIC bar XC machine architecture. That's why this XC is called as extra expensive. Here we are going to include either additional device we are going to include in terms of SIC or additional amount we are going to spend to the SIC. That's why this machine architecture is called as SIC bar XC. Here we are going to include one new element is called as upward compatible. Now what is upward compatible means? What are all the devices, what are all the programs supported in SIC? The same kind of program should be executed in SIC bar XC also. That's why this is called as upward compatible. This is an important property in machine architecture. Now we are going to take care of all the machine architecture elements. Number 1 is memory. Now memory, all the same concepts should be appeared in SIC. So what's the first point here? This memory consists of same 8 bytes. Then any 3 consecutive bytes from a word. Then all addresses are byte addresses. All the starting letters must be from LSB. Then here we are going to include the memory capacity. In memory capacity, in SIC the total memory capacity is 2 port 15. In SIC bar XC, the total memory capacity is 1 megabyte. In terms of KB, 1024 KB. That's only the deviation from SIC and SIC bar XC. That's all about memory. And then what's the difference here? What are the same cumulative points? Number 1, memory consists of 8-bit bytes. Then second, any 3 consecutive bytes from a word. That means one word equal to 3 bytes. That means 24 bits. Then all addresses are byte addresses. Then we are going to always take a memory fetch from LSB bit only. Then the difference is in SIC, we take care of 2 power 15 memory bytes. Here we are going to take care of 1 MB. That's all. The next one, second machine architecture element is registers. In registers, in SIC, all registers are considered in terms of 24-bit length. Then there are 5 registers we are using in SIC. Number 1, A, accumulator, X, index, then L, linkage register, then PC, program counter, last one, SW, status word. Along these 5 registers, in here we are going to include additional 4 elements. Then there are 3 additional registers. Number 1, B. B represents base registers. Then second one, general purpose registers. There are 2 general purpose registers, namely called as S and D. The last one is called as F. F represents floating point accumulator. It consists of only 48 bits. Then the numbering orders are B consists of 3, F consists of 4, C consists of 5, F consists of 6. Then both are we have to cumulatively combined. That means in accumulator, in SIC contains 0, then X index contains 1, then L represents 3. Then according to that we are going to divide then PC and SW. PC consists of 8, then SW consists of 9. This is a totally 9 registers we are using in registers. The next we are going to take care of data formats. Then what are the data formats available? That means here we are going to take care of all the elements here along with the data format. That means Generally, here we are using floating point accumulator. In this floating point accumulator, we are using additional format is called as signed exponent fraction. Along with, we are going to take care of which one program counter registers also. Then instruction format. Instruction format, there are 4 instruction format we are going to utilize along with the addressing mode. Then this is the format. It consists of format 1. Format 1 consists of only opcode. Then format 2 consists of opcode along with 2 registers, R1 and R2. This R1 and R2 may be program registers. That may be in terms of general purpose register either B or S. The next one is called as format 3. The format 3 consists of 3 bytes. It may be the first one is opcode. The next 6 bits are used individually divided into one byte, that is NIXDBE. The numbers, integer, base register, program counter, the next one, and then last one displacement. This displacement consists of 12 bits. Then format 4 consists of 4 bytes, is opcode. Then NIXDBE, same one. Then the last one is displacement in terms of address, which consists of 20 bits. This is the instruction format we are going to take that. Then before that we are going to take the data format. Data format is only used for the floating point number. Then remaining are same. Integers used for 24-bit binary numbers. Negative values are used by 2's complement representation. Then 48-bit floating point. The floating point will be divided into how many fields? 3 fields. The first one is yes. Signed bit, it will be 1. Then exponent bit, it will be 11. Then fraction will be 36. Totally 48 bits of floating point value. The next one, addressing mode. Generally, we are having 2 addressing mode in SIC. The first one, direct addressing mode. In this direct addressing mode, x equal to 0. That means that will be directly the value will be assigned. Then x equal to 1. That means index the addressing mode. That means x equal to 1. That means the value will be assigned indexly. That with the help of that element. Then additionally, in SIC bar XC, we are using another 2 major important addressing mode. Depends on this instruction format. This P and P. The P represent base relative. The P represent program counter. If it is I am executing base relative addressing mode, means the value of B will be 1 and the program counter value will be 0. If it is program counter addressing mode, means the value of base relative will be 0 and the program counter value will be 1. Depends on the more classification we need it. The first one, simple addressing mode. Simple addressing mode means the number only will be 1. That means n value will be 0, I value will be 0. Otherwise, n value will be 1, I value will be 1. And that what's the target address? Simply displacement. Then second addressing mode is called as immediate addressing mode. In this immediate addressing mode, only one the integer value will be 1. In this, what the displacement? That must be the equivalent value of the corresponding registers. Then remaining all the value, n value will be 0, x value will be 0, b value will be 0, and program counter value will be 0. The next one, indirect addressing mode. In this indirect addressing mode, n value will be 1, remaining all the values will be 0. For that, what's the target address? Equal to content of the corresponding displacement. Next one is base relative. Here, what's the major condition? The base relative will be 1 means automatically program counter value will be 0. Next one, feature relative addressing mode. In this value, P value will be 1 and the remaining base relative value will be 0. For that, displacement will be same, it will be variant. Next one, direct addressing mode, we know x value will be 0, then remaining everything will be having value. Next one, index. For that, index x value will be 1. The next one, index plus base, then x equal to 1, that P equal to 1. Then index plus feature relative. For that, what? Index value will be 1, base relative will be 0, program counter value will be 1. Then index plus direct, that means n equal to 1, I equal to 1, x equal to 1. This here does not include which one? Base relative and program counter, that will be b equal to 0, c equal to 0. Last one is called as format 4. The format 4 will be exponent part consists of e equal to 1, that target address uses address part. This is all about this one. Addressing mode we are going to utilize in terms of element. In SIC, we are having only 2 addressing modes. Number 1, direct, number 2, index. According to that, we are going to divide, we are going to additional equipment we are going to include. That's why this is SIC bar XC. Then how many additional we are going to include means remaining all are additional equipment. What are they? Immediate, indirect, base relative, PC relative, direct, indexed, index plus base relative, index plus PC relative, then index plus direct, then format code. Everything is called as this. This is the memory calculation. That the value will be what is the address, then program counter address, then content value will be address. The next one, this is the corresponding memory instruction. What we have to place in a corresponding element. Then this is the corresponding base relative mode, program counter mode, and addressing mode. This is the target device calculation. This is the addressing mode summary. The next one, we are going to take care of instruction set. Then how many instruction set? There are 5 deviation will be there. Number 1, load and store registers. Here we are going to include B. Base relative we are going to include. That's why we are using LDB, load base register. Then LCB, store base register we are going to include. The next one, second one kind of instruction is called as floating point arithmetic instruction, same as sub, mul, div. We are going to include one keyword is called as F. This F represents floating point. That means add F, sub F, mul F, div F. What's next one? Register to register arithmetic operation. That means what? We are going to include same arithmetic operation, 4 kind of arithmetic operation. We are going to include R. What is R here? Add R. That is add register. Then sub R, sub register, mul R, multiplication register, div R, division register. And last one, special kind of instruction we are allowed in SVC bar XC, that is called as SVC. What is SVC means? Supervised call instruction is provided to execute all the instruction and addressing mode step by step with the help of supporting of SIC. The last machine architecture element is called as IO. What is IO? Is called as IO programming. That means input output programming, then input output devices. In SIC, we are going to include 1 byte at a time. There are 3 instructions will be executed successfully. The first one is called as TD. What is TD? Is called as test device. Here we are going to check all the IO programming, all the IO devices are currently executing is performed by IO devices is correct or not. It will be checked by conditional code. What are the conditional codes are available? There are 3 major important conditional code: less than, greater than, equal. If the conditional code will be less than means it indicates all the IO devices are executed correctly. Then equal to means not ready to select. Next one RD. What is RD? Read data. It will perform input operation. Next one WD. WD represents write data. It will perform output operation. This will be executed in SIC. Then additional here we are using IO channel. Same. If it is we are going to execute in terms of 3 IO channels. First one SIO. Next one TIO. Then last one HIO. If it is SIO means start IO channel. Here SIC bar XC machine architecture is used to indicate starting the IO channel. That means start the IO programming devices in SIC bar XC. Next one TIO. What is TIO here? Test IO channel. Here it will check all the IO peripheral components are working or executing in a proper channel or not. That will be checked. Here also it will be executed in terms of conditional code. If it is less than means no, there is no devices will be attached. That means it will be executed successfully. If it is equal to means something problem will be there. Next one is HIO. Here what is HIO means? Short IO channel. This IO channel is used to execute the program and call the program simultaneously. Whenever the program will be modified, automatically will be quit the program. That is called the which one? HIO. This only additional information will be managed. Then now what are all the different extraction means? In SIC bar XC 1 megabit. This is total capacity memory. That's only the deviation. In register we are using 4 kind of register will be additionally. That only the another thing. Then data format, all the data format will be same. Here we are using a floating point register. That's why here indicating additional one data format. Then instruction format, here we are using 4 separate kind of instruction format. Then addressing mode, many addressing modes are available compared to SIC. Then this is a calculations I made. Then instruction set, all are instruction set along with 2 instruction sets will be integrated. Number 1 floating point, then number 2 register along with one special kind of register, the register is called as supervised call instruction. Then compared to IO devices, along with the IO channel will be used. That's all about SIC machine.